so interesting because a lot of people that I work with and that I speak with and who listen and watch this podcast, they're part of a household where there's two working parents. They're raising kids. So something I'd love to chat to you about is this idea of
Sure.
mindful
Yeah.
parenting. So could you maybe
Oh,
kick off with a definition of mindful parenting? And yeah, we'll go.
mindful parenting would be no different from mindful eating, mindful dog sitting, mindful walking. It's, are you there? Now, people are oblivious to the fact that almost everybody, almost all the time, is not there, sealed in an unlived life. Now, the problem is when you're not there, you don't know you're not there. So I have decades of research, study after study, in contexts, different ages, different cultures. Most of us are mindless most of the time. So the answer to almost any question, whether it's mindful parenting or anything else, is recognize you don't know. See, right now, so you're my child, James. If I mindlessly believe, pick up the fork, then I'm going to be harsh with you. If I realize that when you ate this particular thing with your hand, there was some good reason, it was probably fun, and there are places in this world where people, as a rule, eat with their hands. You just approach the child differently. All right, so this is a very big thing, and I'm actually writing a book right now about mindful parenting, which takes as the major understanding what I've already said for adults, which is behavior makes sense from the child's perspective, or else the child wouldn't do it. So let's say you're teaching, do you have children?
Yeah, 4-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Okay, how old? What's the 6-year-old's name?
So I've got Sophie as the 6-year-old and Henry as the 4-year-old.
So we don't want to make it complicated. You want me to learn two names?
We can say Sophie. Sophie the 6-year-old. Yeah.
Sophie the 6. I have a dog named Sophie, so it's going to be more confusing. But anyway, so let's say Sophie is crying wolf, metaphorically. And so you want to do what the allegory is supposed to teach you to do. You tell Sophie, you can't do that, Sophie, because when you really need somebody, they're not going to be there for you. Mindful parenting would say, why is Sophie doing this in the first place? Why she's doing it is because she's feeling unloved. At this particular moment, she needs attention. And as soon as you realize that, then you're not teaching her a lesson, you're giving her the love she needs. Even a thing like, why is Sophie you're trying to teach her the best way to be successful in life, Sophie, is you have to make eye contact. And you see she's always looking down. So what a parent today, most parents mindlessly would do is, Sophie, make eye contact. Sophie, look at James in the eye. Sophie, and then drive the kid crazy. But why is she not doing that? And you answer the question, why, and then you treat her differently. So is she afraid of James? If she's afraid of James, then what you do is you make her not afraid. And the eye contact will naturally follow. The very big thing, because I'm saying every single thing, gigantic, or as my grandkids would say, gigantes. Every single thing that child is doing, just as you as the adult make sense, or else they wouldn't do it. So you want to take a step behind the behavior. Why are they doing it? Rather than just deal with trying to stop the behavior.